Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport here on a thirsty Thursday. Barnes, Tony, Dan, and Matthew.
That's right, baby.
In the building. What's going on, gentlemen?
Not much, dude. Happy to be here. Happy to have Matt in the studio. How about that, dude?
Good to be here.
Good to be here. Dan's last day, too, dude.
I know.
Kind of crazy.
Kind of nuts, man.
I finally get a Yankee intern, and then just like
Look at
that,
that.
that's it.
And then
that's it.
And then he looked
right,
over.
dude? And then he's gone.
And then it's going to be 8 Mets fans in a row.
I think the next one's going to be probably a Boston fan. I have a feeling, dude.
Where's Riley?
Oh, man.
Dude, Riley, I saw Riley, I think, 2 days ago, dude. And he was saying how the show is really lacking a Red Sox perspective.
Well,
and I'm
yeah,
sure
we're not section. We don't like the Red Sox.
I'm sure he's pretty happy about the Roman Anthony signing, dude. That was pretty big yesterday, actually.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the president said we wanted to lock up guys who want to play in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I guess he does,
dude. It's a little shot at Devers, Tony. No.
Oh yeah, obviously, dude.
But
right?
Why? I don't even know why we're even talking about the Red Sox. So
I mean, it's kind of a big story.
I can't believe Riley actually said that with a straight face.
I mean, dude, Roman Anthony's sister at Fenway for the next how many years, dude?
No, but I'm saying what? Why would we
Everybody's
ever?
obsessed with her.
It's actually hilarious.
Why
dude.
would we ever talk about
Mr.
the Red
Anthony?
Sox? There's just no reason to. No one likes the Red Sox.
Except Riley,
No, have a donut, Brian.
who's not here.
Nah, I'm not.
Just have a donut.
He doesn't
dude.
want the fucking donut.
What the fuck, man? Have a donut, dude. I know you want a donut.
I'm gonna
dude.
have one.
These.
What if I put guacamole in the donut? Would you have it then, dude?
Come on, dude. It just these are the times though. It's just it compounds, dude. So
It's
sometimes-
summer, dude.
Did you go for a walk? You could have a donut in the
Oh man,
Golly,
but
dude.
obviously, a lot to talk about here. And we're gonna really focus on the baseball, but just wanted to give a quick leaderboard update here. FedEx St. Jude, Matt Fitzpatrick birdied his first 3 holes, par on number 4, so he's 3 under, tied with Thomas Dietrich. And then you have Harry Hall tied for 3rd with Aske Bahatia. Wyndham Clark tied for 5th, 1 under par, with a slew of other golfers, including Sungjae Im and Brian Campbell. Jordan Spieth even through 6th, tied for 10th. Justin Rose just parred number 1. So obviously we're very early on. We haven't had most of the golfers even tee off yet, but we'll keep a mindful eye out on this. But like
145.
I said, it's going to be 145.
That's when Sky is teeing off and the tournament's going to be over.
Scotty.
145, yeah.
145.
Yeah, because I was actually listening to PGA Tour radio, and they were kind of joking around with Harris English, saying, you must hate any tournament that Scotty's in. You just feel like you have no chance, and you want to actually win something.
Right. You were saying that to anyone or just in general?
The host was saying that to him, and he was kind of saying, he's playing good golf right now. Which is obviously true. But Harris English just had a sneaky good season. 2 runner-up finishes on the majors. He'll be a part of the Ryder Cup team.
Oh, happy to hear, dude.
Scotty's solid.
Yeah, Scotty really.
He's a good man.
He's a great man, dude. It is kind of crazy to think that, the way he started off this season, the cut on the hand, a little rocky sort of deal.
Well, he was the one that was Scotty, right? That had that press conference. He was saying I don't know why I'm obsessed with winning this match, but I know it doesn't matter.
Oh,
right?
yeah, basically.
That was
yeah,
him,
yeah.
or
and then he went on
that
to
was
win
him,
the
right?
tournament.
Yeah, he literally went on to win the
Yeah.
tournament. He's like,
He's like, none of the.
I win these tournaments, but then I just go to myself what's the point?
Yeah, that was him, right?
That was him, dude. Because I think he was the reporter. They asked him about losing. How does it feel to
Because I always get
lose
him
tournaments,
and
dude.
Shoffley mixed up. Just
Xander,
because
really?
just because the name is the same.
Xander Shoffley,
Scheffler,
Scotty Scheffler, Scheffler. Open up a restaurant, Scheffler Law firm, dude. Come down to the Scheffler and Shoffley.
You know what's an interesting one for you?
Win.
The law offices.
So right now he has 4.
Have an office.
What would you say Over under 10.5.
Wow, dude. I don't know, dude. I feel like I would go on the under with that one.
Just because it's tough to
like. Holy shit, dude! Who has the most in history? What's the deal?
Jack Nicklaus has 18,
9. Oh, what?
18 majors.
9.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
dude.
Tiger has 15.
Wow, dude, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I guess it's not completely out of reach, but I mean,
But you're almost thinking like just with like a 10, because that'd be 6 more. Obviously he's got a lot of golf to be
that
played, but
seems
that's
so
a lot of
many,
majors to
dude.
win.
Yeah,
well, he's gonna
dude.
win the U.S. Open on his birthday next year.
Yeah, that I would
So
pretty
that's
much
one.
guarantee.
Um,
That's 5.
That's
So
5.
you
Scotty?
need 6 more. Yeah.
It's on his actually.
The final day.
What does
yeah.
he need to have the
That's crazy.
What's left that he hasn't won? I mean,
No, that's it. The U.S. Open.
just US
because
Open?
he added 2
Oh,
this
that's
year
right,
with the PGA
dude.
and the Open.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Good call.
I don't know. You never know though. He could win the U.S. Open and just retire. What's the point?
I don't know. He
I
plays
I
well.
don't get it. This isn't
Yeah,
satisfying.
Well, what's the
for me.
point?
What's the point?
I'm a father,
You make
I'm a father.
$50 million a year. That's the point. And
Yeah.
that's why he's going to keep playing. So, it just, and he's
You
not
should
a
reach out
dramatic
to him on
guy,
social and say,
but-
if you retire, you can pass
but-
the money over here.
But that's just one of those things where, just the athlete, like, just saying this, saying that. But it's like, yeah, why? Because you're making a lot of money. That's why.
I mean, do you think that he's not? I mean, why you think he's not telling the truth necessarily? Like,
I think he's very religious. So I think that is part of like his thinking. But you know what I mean? It's like all these athletes, like with the
Solid.
contracts and dictating terms, like Kyrie Irving, like he's almost out of the league a couple years ago. Like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, and then when the money's on the line, you're right there. You're doing what you're supposed to do. So I know it's a completely different situation. Point being, when that money's right there,
Wait,
you're not.
so you're just like many.
And especially because it's golf, and especially because purses have went up. I mean,
Yeah.
$50 million to play golf.
Crazy.
I mean, come on. Like, all right. So that's really.
So you don't want to hear it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I see we have a bunch of comments, more of like a back and forth with Ernie and Michael Butka, but
oh
let's
god,
get to it
dude.
anyway.
Do we really have to?
I mean, just quickly, dude.
Gosh,
All right, a quick
dude.
synopsis for
All
me,
right, quick
Tony.
synopsis here. Well, actually, Matthew Gabriel, first and foremost, here
that's
says,
right, dude.
"Here we go at 9:31 a.m."
Let's go.
That's right. 1 minute in.
And then there he is, dude. He's going.
I'm here. I'm right here.
And we also have Michael Buchter says Yankees finally won Barnes, but still F. Cashman and Boone. He says, "Geez, it felt like it took 10,000 years for the Yankees to win another baseball game."
Yeah, I mean, we were all filmed that, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And then Ernie here says,
Yes.
"Yeah, dude." And then of course Michael Buchter is going to talk some shit here. Tony Pony, Metsy's almost getting no hit yesterday. Wow, ha ha ha.
Wow, Tony Pony. What do you
Yeah,
think about that nickname?
It's funny. You know how he gets like an obsession? So just from Michael, me kind of just ripping on the Mets one time, full in. Like, I don't even
on.
say
Yeah.
anything about the Mets.
Yo,
at
it
all.
was so
Dude,
funny.
it was definitely Brian just one time ripping on the Mets too.
Right,
Just
yeah,
one
just-
time.
No,
Just
you're
once,
telling
just
all
once.
I
time,
would
dude.
say,
Bro,
because
just
I
the
know
one time.
you're talking facetiously.
No,
But you're
no.
telling me his like obsession with like ripping the Mets has something to do with from hearing me talk about it. That's all I'm at.
No, yeah, it does.
Okay.
No, that's what he's saying.
But
yeah.
I'm saying like
Oh
it
my
wasn't like
God.
just one time though. Is what I was saying.
He didn't get
Like
it.
it's like
But-
all the time.
But
Yeah.
it was. But it's weird though because I had been doing it for a while, but he just I don't know. What would you say? Past month? Probably really like.
Yeah,
latched
I would
onto
say
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has to do with also. I think he was latching onto that because the Yankees were losing. So it was like classic like. Let me just put the Mets down because I feel bad. That
But
the
I think
Yankees were
also
losing.
Jimmy doesn't like the Mets either.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
their whole family does.
So-
So I think it's like compounding.
yeah,
you know?
dude,
It's
definitely.
so crazy that they're all Met fans. The fam. So
I know,
It was so
dude.
funny. When I got there, everybody was leaving.
Yeah. Oh, wow, really?
Everybody was leaving,
What time
yeah.
did you get there? Because we left like I don't know after it was 4 o'clock.
I got
when
there
left
like 4:45 probably.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense then.
So I had it was Joey's wife's baby shower,
Mhm.
but then he had all the guys over at his in-laws.
Oh, nice,
They-
dude. Getting naked and stuff at the in-laws.
yes.
Nice, dude.
Eating pasta. You know what I mean?
That actually sounds really good.
No, it was dope.
Yeah.
The grilled sausage and peppers. So like guys, and it was in Fairfield. Like the shower was at the sisters in Fairfield, and then the in-laws.
Oh,
also
very
in
nice. Very
Fairfield.
nice.
Like right around the
It's a
corner.
Fairfield Affair.
Fairfield Affair, dude. So I was there.
The Fairfield Affair.
Fairfield Affair, dude. We gotta make a movie like
Yeah.
that. But anyway, so I got to Michael's, and like they were all leaving, and the guy's like, "It's Uncle Jimmy, the best."
Uncle
the best.
Jimmy, yeah, dude.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh my god!" And then Michael and I were just
Hanging
tossing
out.
the football,
Nice, dude.
talking about sports. He's pumped
That's
about
dope.
Luca.
Oh yeah, dude.
He made his
Pump
father
Luka.
put on Backstreet Boys.
Really?
So we were throwing the football. Listening to
Backstreet Boys. That's pretty
on the
sick, dude.
speaker.
He got the new Lakers hat for his graduation.
Yeah, dope hat.
Yeah,
I
dope
told him
hat,
dope
dude.
Dude, the neighbor
works
at Woods. I know her from. I
Oh,
work
no
with
way,
her
dude.
at Fairfield Woods.
Small world.
Yeah,
That's funny.
So, but yeah, Michael Buckta.
Yeah, dude. Graduation.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
He's a graduated man.
He is.
It's so funny. Like I
got a
don't
degree.
feel like reading like the whole text, but basically like originally, actually right around the
Wants to
trade
go to the
deadline,
Duck.
Mark, was like, "Oh, I haven't been to a game in a while. Let's go like this Sunday against the Astros."
Yeah.
So then like I hadn't talked to him about obviously the losing. He's like, him
doesn't
can't
wanna go.
handle any. Yeah. Oh, I gotta see them like play better and like the ticket price.
Prove it to
like,
me.
all this, and I'm just like, bro. That's like honestly, like I was like, I know you're never gonna change your mind on anything I say, but so I'm just saying this to say it. But the fact is, before you go to a game, they need to be playing a certain way is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Because I've been to so many games my whole life, how they're playing before that specific game has no correlation on what's gonna happen that night. They could be playing great, they could get shut out. They could be playing terrible, they could win. It's like that doesn't matter. And if they win, oh, it's not sick. And he's just like, oh well. Where they're
But
playing,
they
I'm
didn't
just-
win the other day, though,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm still
Dude,
pissed.
so ridiculous.
Crazy.
But yeah, just wanted to. I'll show you more of the text.
Oh, we got
But-
some more comments?
Yeah, I mean, just
Why?
anything,
It's not even worth it, sort of deal.
No, I mean anything that's like I don't know, serious, maybe.
I mean, I guess.
For a
I mean,
second.
I will say. I
my
mean, Bucks is pretty
God,
serious when he says, "Haha, in your dreams, are you never gonna get me to smoke?" Nice try. We gotta respect that. I got Michael Buckta.
Imagine if he did, though.
There we go. Ernie
Michael.
says, "Great job by Bednar last night." That is a fact, dude. That is a good analysis. Bednar did do a
we
great
will
job last
Definitely
night.
talk about that.
What is
Um,
LFGY?
Let's fucking go Yankees.
Yeah,
Oh, nice. All
yeah,
right.
and Ernie. Yeah, there we go. I like the aggression there.
Fuck Boston, he
I got-
says.
Oh, up here.
We
you mean?
are the smoke. Yeah, Kev, dude, where are you? Like that's literally what he would say if he was here right now.
The new
and
chat,
then
dude. JD. Fuck those guys.
let's see, dude.
Just kidding.
Ernie's trying to peer pressure Buckta into smoking weed.
I don't think I mean, I don't want to be
We
there. to
can't
see
have
that.
that.
Yeah, I absolutely cannot. See
I mean, the man doesn't want to. The man doesn't want to.
no. Also, I mean,
He's
it's
a
just-
graduated man
it's
now,
gonna be way
okay?
too much for him.
Yeah.
Way.
Thanks
too
for
much.
visiting, Matthew. Yes,
We'll see you
dude.
next year.
Michael Thiefel in the house says, "Goat show, Matthew." He says, "Ha ha ha, you sexy man." Well, Matthew's not in studio to hear that. Oh wait, no, I think he's saying that to Ernie.
He is saying it to
Oh
Ernie. He is saying
yeah,
it to
dude.
Ernie.
Ernie Theophil, my sticky freshly cut Dutch. How are you? And then that's pretty
That's
much
it.
it, dude.
That's
yeah,
it.
that's really anything of note. Anyway,
But
dude.
let's just jump into the main subject matter and go to the world of Major League Baseball.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it. Yep. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. Yankees win. All right. So the Yankees do win, and we're gonna get to that. But I was telling you this story, before the show started, but it was kind of hilarious. So I was golfing at Smith Richardson yesterday, and on the way back, Keith was on the fan since the Yankees, had a day game,
Oh my
and
God.
I was like, oh well, I mean it's a half-hour ride home. I'm gonna pick up food on the way, so I might as well just call him the Keith. I'll probably get on before that, right? No, it took 45 minutes to get on, but by the time I finally do get on, I was at home, AirPods in, and Matt just happened to be getting into the car as he goes, and Brian from Stanford.
Bro.
So
Insane.
the
dude.
chances of that are ridiculous. So I just got a small snippet here of,
Let's hear
of
it.
what I said, and I'll talk more about what he said, but let's just listen in here.
Not locked in, or is it that there's just no accountability? Like, why do you think every year this team, the past 4 or 5 years, goes through an elongated stretch where they're one of the worst teams in baseball?
I honestly, I've talked about it a bunch. Like I said, I think they live off the Yankees of the past.
And I don't know if you got anything on the...
Losing and looking in the mirror, like, this is a hard truth. Like, you are no better than the White Sox since June. You've got to get it together. Now is the time. Judge is back. The deadline is passed. There is no help on the way besides besides Fernando Cruz and Ryan Yarbrough. Like, you have all that you need. You need.
Okay, yeah, and that was it. But basically, what he was saying, because I was trying to just like ask him, I go back and forth as to when they go through these stretches, what's the reason? Is it really the manager? But you feel like the players have the talent, so even though we think, oh, maybe the manager doesn't have that much effect, but would it have an effect? If they switch managers? And it was just kind of interesting. And I didn't get to listen to the rest of the call because after, you're done talking, they hang up and I wasn't in my car. But basically he was just saying, because in his pre-monologue, he's like, oh, everyone's saying fire Boone. They're never going to fire Boone. So I was like, okay, well, why do you think that, they every year there's these stretches like this? And he's just saying that it's like a country club atmosphere, and they just don't want it enough. And then I was like, oh, well, if they had a different manager who kind of held them more accountable, do you think the results would be different? And he still said no, which is just kind of interesting. Like, I don't know how both can be the same thing. That was kind of odd, right?
It would have to be different.
Yeah.
Maybe it would take a little bit, but, then there is no point in firing anybody ever.
But I don't know, dude.
No change.
Is he? I don't know, like what, like
sense.
why? Like, did he give a reason why? I don't know. But the only thing I think of is maybe he's like coming from the standpoint we were almost talking about yesterday, where it is at the end of the day, kind of still more on the players and how they're playing and the leadership that the players have in the clubhouse, not necessarily just your manager. Maybe that's why he's alluding to the fact that, hey, different managers doesn't really matter. You need either better players or better leadership on the roster. To improve, maybe? That's one thing I can think of. Or maybe he's thinking Cashman.
Well, he's a cash defender.
He is a cash defender.
He is a diehard Cashman defender because of the moves that he makes. Like, the roster construction moves are typically good. And so he doesn't ever want to fire Cashman because whenever he's like, Bellinger, Goldschmidt, Williams, they're all working out in like May and early June. Like, he is a diehard cash defender.
Interesting.
You're talking about how?
There you have it.
No. Keith McPherson.
Oh,
yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, I guess, to be honest, I don't.
Wow.
He's always on later, and I'm not in the car usually, so I don't really get to listen to him too much.
He says, he's like, for all you Yankees fans that want him fired, what are you talking about now when Cody Bellinger's working out and Paul Goldschmidt's working out?
Well, and I think me and Dan were talking about this yesterday. I think a happy medium, like what he's saying is right. Signings, trades, like those are pretty good, but it's like the minors with the drafting and development. If he wasn't involved with that, I think it would be a lot different perspective. But I think that's the main thing for us is like, you know what I mean, that your minors like is terrible. And the fundamentals, like the same conversation.
Also,
where's General Patton?
I don't know. I feel like too, like, because even when the first time we interviewed Chris Russo, I don't know if it's because these guys are older. They've also been with Cashman for 20 years. Also, like, they've just seen everything he's done. So they're like, oh, like, he is a great manager because of this and this. But it's like, obviously, the younger generation only see shit sort of deal. So it's like maybe that's why these older guys defend Cashman, because I feel like that is kind of a theme with, I don't know, older fans,
because
right?
I said to Dog 2 years, like our guest
the first
year,
time.
Yeah, I was like, I really think he's like a bottom 5 like general manager of the league. He's like, I think that's a little strong, a little strong. You want to say he's been there too long? All right. Just to change him, all right. But he's a good general manager. That's what
because
he was
now
saying.
everybody, because everybody just thinks like now the whole mindset is they make the playoffs every year and they have a chance every year.
Right.
So like that's good, which it is good, but at the same time it's like, when is that not good though?
Well,
like it's not good enough.
And I think
it's just that's pretty lame, dude. Because then that just means like it's just gonna be this way, forever. But it's like that can't be.
Right. Well, and I think that the thing that's always so frustrating for us is that, like I was telling you last night, it's like
can't do it.
You see the foundation, like the pieces that you need. It's just like there just needs to be just like a few tweaks that it could be so much better. And obviously, too, with Cashman, I know we're talking about the positive signings, but also a caller on Keith's show yesterday did bring up the point that $45 million, I think, is going to Hicks, Stroman, and LeMahieu this year, and that's more than what Bryce Harper is making this year. So something like that. And he was like, oh, but that's different, blah, blah, blah. So kind of being like what Dan said, like a defendist there, but that's true. I mean, there have been definitely like a good amount of bad contracts. Luckily, those are kind of winding out. If we think about what we're really stuck with after this season, I mean, LeMayo's another 15 next year. Other than that, I mean, I guess you could just kind of say Stanton, but obviously he has the value because he's clutch and in the postseason and stuff. But other than that, that is finally winding down. Just hopefully, there's nothing that we feel that way about. And I guess I don't really think there's going to be. I think Rodon has changed the narrative. So there's not really too many guys on long-term deals that aren't good, like Judge, obviously. Something like that are free.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So at least that's good that those long-term commitments are winding down.
I mean, it is like all of this going on is definitely, partially on the players. But dude, I just don't. I hate that there's no one's held accountable, dude. I hate that. And Boone was so defeated looking.
Yeah, 2 nights ago.
In the post game, and then even on the I saw some clips of like when John Boy he goes on with them. So, dude, I and then I was thinking about this yesterday, kind of like I hope it just seems like they're always doing like the Band-Aid approach, dude. Like they don't really go about really fixing anything like wholeheartedly. It's just like little. That's why I kind of like I was gonna tell you yesterday. I hope they just kind of keep losing, so that like they're kind of forced to make changes, because it seems like that's the only way that things will change. And that's beat, because like I don't want them to lose, but if that's what it's gonna take to like make some changes, dude.
But you know what I mean.
Then I'd rather do that. But I don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul,
Yeah, but it's also.
Nice
but I just try to look at it realistic, and that's literally not gonna happen unless you have like back-to-back 100 lost seasons. Like, it's just not. Like, you know what I mean? So for me, it feels like it's just a waste of time. Like, it's like Boone, maybe, but Cashman, until he wants to retire, is going to be there, and that's it. And, like, we could complain about it, but I just know that is how it's going to be. Like, you know what I mean? So to me, it feels like a pointless conversation. But like I'm just saying, it's like one of those people like complaining about
That's
like
so fucked.
prices of a cheese pizza. Like it's like we could hoot and holler, but it's like it's not going to change. You know what I mean? So it just seems like it's just a waste of time.
Not with that attitude, I guess.
But then we get into Mark territory. Oh well, if nobody bought cheese pizzas, then they'd have to lower the price. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just.
I mean, I don't know, dude. If everyone hated Cashman though, like, don't you think? Like they would get like how is it with Cashman?
Hal is just obsessed with Cashman.
Well, but it's not even that he's obsessed with Cashman. He's obsessed with hiding in a corner. So it's just like Cashman is the face of the Yankees. He's taking all the heat. He's doing all the press conferences. Hal doesn't want to be in the public eye. He just wants to be competitive and make the playoffs, and that's good enough, and get his ticket revenue. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's like it's not deeper than that. There's no surprise that's happening. That's how it's going to be.
So then we're fucked, basically.
I don't think that we're fucked, but
Well, they gotta. Like, Jazz can't. You can't have a guy get picked off or doubled up on a pop up.
No, you're not wrong,
dude.
You're not wrong.
That's so just.
Yeah. So I mean,
fucking
it's
terrible,
but
man.
but also kind of what
we're right there. We're right there. Boone. I'm Boone. We're right there.
But part of what you're saying is that Boone or not though. Like, I still think almost that him and Cashman get more flack than the players themselves. And, like, what I think, I didn't agree with everything that Keith said, but the thing about, like, the laid-back attitude, we're the Yankees, like, not working hard enough.
Yeah,
I think but that's true. But then it's also like, we're pointing the finger at Boone and Cashman. No. That is on the players themselves.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm just saying, like, but at the top, dude, like, there's stuff to be said for like how everything is set up, and that, like, the style of how the operation is run, dude. That's management.
Yeah, could be better, but also you can't argue either. There's enough talent on this team to be a way better team right now. There is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they just they have to just play well.
But have to
playing well. They don't do anything well.
Right, but it's like. Because,
that's the problem.
But you also have to want it. And I think that, like, they want it and they want to win, but they don't maybe want to do every little thing that it takes and be obsessive about it. And that's the difference. And
that's the difference between and that's what the 90s was. That's what that whole late 90s, early 2000s, literally 2000. But that's what that was, because those guys, different breed.
Yeah,
different breed. Not like today. Obviously, I know times change and the game is different and all that.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, I don't know. The winning recipes, that kind of just is this.
I mean, I think the one thing that we could look at, like in terms of like just even the offensive players, like guys who want it, like we know Bellinger really wants it. We know Judge really wants it. I think we could say the same for Stanton, Grisham, Rice. It's just and McMahon too. I think he's a gamer, but it's just like I think the refusement to make adjustments with Volpe and Wells and Jazz. And I think Dominguez, I don't think that it's not that he doesn't want it, but he just needs to develop. Like, you need more development. Like next year is going to be a big year. I think he's been a little, Dominguez. I think he's been a little underwhelming this year, but it's still like you could see the potential there, but you just got to hope for the growth. Definitely. But
also, too,
Volpe and Wells are who stand out.
You saying that though, made me think of what we were talking about yesterday. Like, dude, the minors, bro. We got to fix it because what's happening is these guys, bro, that come up, they're down there and they're like all the touted, dude. They're only good for like a year in the majors, and then they shit the bed.
But
so what is that?
But like I was telling you,
I know.
It's more, dude. It definitely is more Cashman. You're drafting guys and not doing your full.
But why though? Down there is all the focus on the launch angle and
because those are the guys that they draft. That's why they drafted those guys. Though.
I think
they weren't
so
paying
beat.
But that's what.
How can you continue to do that when you're not? It clearly doesn't work.
I mean,
let me just do it anyway, though. I'm gonna keep doing that.
The biggest case in point is that Everson Pereira is like this bat guy. Like he's a bat first outfielder. When all the kids were called up at the end of 23, he did not hit a home run. He was the only one of them to not hit a single home run.
He got traded, right?
No, he got traded to the Rays in the Caballero trade.
Oh, right.
He did. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like he's the offensive first guy. And out of all the guys that were called up, he was the only one that couldn't hit a home run.
So he's pointless.
Yeah, he was pointless when he was
a pointless
up here.
human being.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying. Wow.
But I've said this many times. I think just our future success really hinges on what you're gonna see from Spencer Jones, Lombard.
But bro, but you saying that, I know, and dude, I get the both sides because. These guys have been playing their whole lives and all that, and there's something to be said for that too. Obviously, like that, you can. I feel like you can, be in that system and look at what they're doing and stuff. But then, obviously, in your own mind and in your own skill set, like what to do.
Right.
You know what I mean.
Right.
They know better. They have their own style of play. It doesn't matter what they're being taught or preached. So I get that, but then I just I just kind of got like a sunken feeling almost about when you saying that it's like. Jones and Lombard, but that would be great. But then, God forbid, what if what's happening with Gaddy and fucking and Duhar and just that? What if that happens with them? Then we're fucked.
But I think also too, it's like we can't look at every player is different. You know what I mean? So it's like
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To my to your point and what I was saying, and to your point and to my point. They have their own makeup and you have the way they play. So obviously, you rely on that. So
and
you hope that comes through.
I think there's
despite what they're
hope,
being taught, the bullshit down there.
Because Dan was making this point with Caleb Durbin yesterday, who we traded for Devin Williams.
Yeah,
he played in college. We dropped him out of college, so it seemed like he's more fundamentally sound. He's doing good with Milwaukee. Spencer Jones, same thing from Vanderbilt. So that's why I'm kind of thinking he's had more experience. So by the time he gets to the majors,
Judge went to college.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel good about that.
But then, but the guys that we internationally, from the Latin countries, they're not going to college. But a whole
right. I mean, it's just
don't spoil those guys.
Though, yeah. But
I hate that.
But
also
that
ideology.
But also what I'm saying too is, and what I was trying to say before is with the drafting, like I said, they're focusing on the measurables, all that stuff, but not carrying out the fundamentals. So if you're drafting guys who originally were never focused on that, it's not going to come here and all of a sudden it's going to be a 3-6.
The fundamental stuff.
Right. So I'm saying that's what they need to do a better job is focusing on who you're selecting and seeing that those guys have those attributes.
Yeah, draft guys who are already fundamentally sound.
That I mean,
but if somebody's got raw talent too, and you need to develop that and implement and instill that in them, like you need to be able to do that too.
They can't do that.
But you need to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's again where I still lean with it's more the players. You're not a minor league baseball player, a major league baseball player, and you don't know that like you're supposed to know the count when you're on the bases, how many outs you are. Like someone doesn't need to like say that to you every day. Like that's you know what I mean. But that's how Jazz looks.
Yeah, but I mean, like I don't know. I mean, not for nothing. Like that is
Jazz, dude.
Like
that was my Jazz impression.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of like I mean that something like that is a mistake that goes back to like peewee coaches.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but clearly like they do need that though. Like clear if they are fucking up, they do need that.
But the point I'm trying to make is that's an obvious thing. You know that, so it's up to you to focus that. And you're telling me like, oh, like when that happens to Austin Wells the other night, he needs a coach telling him that. He's gonna remember that. So it's just up to him to say, oh, that happened. I need to do it. Like he's too old for
I don't know,
this isn't Little League.
No,
it's you have to know by this
worse.
point.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying. But like. But if I'm a manager and I see that, like that's exactly what I'm saying to that player.
Yeah,
and
this
you're
is
gonna,
Little League shit.
And then you're gonna sit down and probably not play for a little bit, dude. Like I'm gonna hold you accountable. That's how. That's how kids in Little League learn. Is when their manager tells them, okay. And obviously this is an adult, so like you're getting fucking reamed out. Like, and I mean, I don't know. I feel like I mean, we people. Like, I've played college sports. Like I've done stupid shit. I've gotten reamed out. Right. And it's like, it's like something I should have known better, which is why I am getting reamed out. So like, but if you don't have someone like, if you don't have that, dude, like you have to, I have to be made to feel like I'm an asshole, honestly, for that, and then I'm not gonna do that again.
Yeah, but it's still you still should know that, and I think also the problem is there's not a lot of guys like besides Austin Wells we could say, okay, Ben Rice so much better bat, he should be the catcher. Maybe his defense isn't good, whatever. But other than that. There's no one else that's like on the bench that's going to be better than the person that you're taking out of the lineup. So that's the problem. Yeah. There's no option to go to.
Well, I mean, that kind of goes back to Cashman, I guess, right?
Would
I mean, it's his job to assemble the team. It's his job,
dude.
Exactly, dude. I mean,
maybe Cashman is stoned with Jazz.
He's probably
before
hammered,
he does the roster construction.
But I
he gets all fact that.
I think though. I think post deadline though. I think we have a pretty solid offensive. In defensive
it was just hilarious though, because I went right after the deadline how against the Marlins, like literally every new guy blew it.
Yeah,
that's. Well, I think it. Like I was, I think it was too much for them. All getting together, flying there. It's just like they needed a day in between. Like
no, yeah, you're not wrong.
Into the fire.
Yeah. What you say, Dan?
Sorry, Dan.
Would you
Stan's last day?
One,
I know.
Would you be okay with optioning Wells and bringing JC Escara back up?
I mean, Escara sucks.
No, but honestly, he's probably had smaller sample size. He's probably a better hitter than Austin Wells. Like he can actually hit the ball.
Yeah, true. I'm sorry. I like JC Escara.
Yeah.
But
no. You just said he sucks, dude.
Sometimes he sucks, dude. Sometimes I suck. Sometimes you suck. No.
That's right. But the difference is all the time, pretty much Austin Wells sucks. So that's why
Austin Wells should go on the PGA Tour, dude, with that swing. Go play some golf.
But also, I think it would be beneficial for him to go to the minors because I think like he could.
Dude, that's
work
the
on
other thing
things.
too, bro. Like
accountability.
And this is actually what Keith was saying after. When you got off the phone.
When I hung up.
Like I think it was Keith. Somebody was saying this
to get right about Jake Bird.
Yeah, the minor leagues. Like use the minor leagues. You got like send them down if they need to work on it. It's there, dude. Stop being that way with your mindset.
Stupid.
They're so fixed. It's a fixed mindset, dude.
It's bad management.
That's why you don't win. You can't. You got to have a flexible mindset, dude. If some guy needs to go, somebody needs to work on something, that's what the minors are for.
Well,
it's right
and
there,
I think the problem is there's no media in the line.
Well, maybe they can't send them down because they don't teach them anything down there anyway.
You know what I mean? There is no media though, because before Volpe it was always the complaint. Oh, no one ever gets an extended run. You know what I mean? Now the run's too much, so it's like that in between of like, well,
they have like an all or nothing mindset, dude. It's terrible. But dude, utilize that, bro. Guys need to work. So send Wells down. Bring Scar back and have Rice be the main catcher.
Oh yeah, definitely. You want his bat in the lineup every day.
Right, Dan?
I was gonna say Donnie Clark. Do we know him?
Mr. Clock.
I don't got a beat on
Tons
Donnie,
of comments.
dude.
Welcome to the party.
Yes, welcome to the
looks
party.
like he's a Yankee fan. So let's
Welcome
get,
to the
I mean, he
show.
must have
Donnie!
10, 12 comments here. So let's get to those, Tony.
I'm Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show. All right, yeah, dude. We got Donnie Clark in here saying, salute chat. What is up, dude? Salute Downtime crew, he says. And he says it starts with Hal and then Cashman.
Right.
Boone's
Top
just
down.
the messenger boy here. It's that simple. He says Jones is coming and could be called up end of the season. What do you think? You think he will be?
September
Yeah,
call.
100%
100%?
is a September
Yeah.
call. That's not even a question.
And he says Spencer is a left-handed Aaron Judge.
6'7",
6'7",
Yep.
dude. We
Needs
know
to
about
bulk
that.
up a little bit. Maybe you could get in the
Yeah,
weight
I'll
room
talk
with
to
him.
dude.
He has short porch going to come in handy. 39 homers in the minors. No wonder Spencer was untouchable at the deadline. And then he says, ask Wells about that with his out base running. Wells is a catcher, should know better. And he says catchers and pitchers
I thought it was
always
Wells.
know the amount of outs. He says, I play catcher in Little League when the players can charge and run you over as well, catching for lefties and righties. Rice will be fine with the ABS coming, he says. That's pretty interesting. Because he needs framing techniques, he's saying. Escar, good defensively as well. Already had some big hits this year, win some games. Volpe should have been sent down. His Mets did it with Alvarez.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally agree. Yeah, that
Exactly.
was a big moment for Alvarez, and I mean, he definitely came back with a great mindset. You know, that's awesome. Mendoza loved it too. He came back also playing well. Didn't last as long as I would have liked it to, but still, the fact that I think Mendoza has that. That hand. I mean, has that iron fist to be like, oh, like you're like I don't care
Mendoza's a better manager
who
than
you
Boone.
are, dude. I really do. I do think Mendoza is a better manager, at least this season anyway.
Well, isn't anybody who manages Major League Baseball right now a better manager?
Yeah. I mean, the Yankees should just still
So you
have
think Boone's the
Girardi,
worst
honestly.
manager in the league?
I mean, tell me somebody who's worse.
I guess I wouldn't know off the top of my head. What do you got?
What is the name of the Rockies manager?
That's a good call.
Because
He's an
who's
interim
the
manager.
interim?
He's an interim manager.
And yeah, but Bud Black was fired.
Yeah.
But Black was bad.
Yeah, but I still, I don't know. I've said
Arizona's manager.
the new
like
voice. Terry
their team-
Lavello is definitely better though than Boone. I mean, he definitely is. There's no
Who's
way.
that?
He's the guy that got into it with Dog about retiring because he said they weren't going to win 2 games in Philly
Yeah.
to go to the World Series.
Oh, wow.
You know what I was going to ask you though? Like, so if it was up to you, because you're talking about like sending guys to minors, we don't have Peraza, so it would be Caballero. You would want him to be the starting shortstop and Volpe set down right now? Like, you would make that move right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
There's nothing to lose. Literally.
I
mean,
yeah, I just the only thing is, I guess I would have to see what our other. Oh, I was gonna say we need somebody to replace him because we need that like utility backup infielder. But I guess you could even just platoon it even too, just to give him like time off, like thinking. Because I think it is Caballero off the bench is nice because he for pinch running. And
Caballero's
stuff.
Caballero.
except for
dude.
the other night when he had the fucking E9.
Yeah, but I think that it's like the right
That
field
was
isn't
so
really.
big.
I think he's more of an infielder. I think
Yeah,
outfielder,
yeah.
You know.
No, I'm glad we got him, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, a great utility guy.
Yeah.
Donnie here also says Boone's a player's coach. You know, obviously I feel that was a heavy sentiment the last few years. The players like Boone, players coach, yes,
cares?
whatever. He protects the players. They like that. The media, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Not only who cares, but I don't know. I feel like is that really true? I mean, do you really think that Boone has the respect of his players?
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh,
he does.
really?
He does. Doesn't
Come
have respect
on.
to his fans and maybe fellow people around the league.
What about his wife?
But everybody in the organization.
think his wife
I'm
respects
not
him?
kidding. I think everybody in the organization loves him.
I don't know if
Players,
they're
divorced.
front office, 100%.
All right, going back to it, I think Brian Snitker, manager of the Atlanta Braves, is the
Is
worst
worse?
manager this
Manager?
year. With the
this
talent
year.
on that
Yeah,
team,
how bad they
and
are.
like Ronald Acuna is
They've been
constantly calling him
terrible
out.
Yeah.
But-
He didn't know.
but
He
all
didn't know
that
about the
being
injury
said,
earlier. It was
if
Spencer
we had
Strider.
him since we had Boone and we had that one World Series that they won in 21, we would have taken it.
Yeah. Well, and it's just, I still will. I'm down the hill that Girardi should just still be. Should have fired him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He got fired, and then the Phillies went to the World Series.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but that's because he's a tough ass, and Harper didn't like that. That's definitely, I know that's what
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is.
but you're telling me like
a good
right
point.
now, like Jazz is gonna take. I don't think like Jazz wouldn't be happy with that with Girardi. I think he's the type of player who wouldn't be.
But
Girardi
the thing
would make
that I would
Jazz
say
cry,
is like,
Probably.
So we're talking about the side of him being tough, but what's the side of Girardi if Jazz kills it? he's pumped, he's like jacked up. So it's like there's a side of both. Like you don't want that side, then play better. That's why I'm saying we talk manager.
Right.
Sometimes we make way too many excuses for the players themselves. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't mean that Boone's a good manager and shouldn't go, but there's too many excuses made for the players.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little confused with what you're trying to say. You're trying to say
because
that,
when they're doing bad,
Harper's the problem.
It's Boone. No, nothing to do with Harper. But I'm just saying the Yankees, like when they're playing bad, we point to Boone, but it really is more the players. There is enough talent on this team to have the best record in the league right now, and there's nobody that could argue that.
Yeah, but see, like.
But you know what I mean? This isn't Little League. We don't need to hold their hand on the bases, Tony.
No, but apparently you do.
But first of all, then obviously then the talent on the roster isn't that good. If you have to hold that, then it's not. Then it's not, dude.
No,
if they're making those mistakes, then it's not. Then the talent isn't that good. Then if they're not executing, the talent isn't there.
No,
if the talent's there, if the talent's there. And if they're not executing these fundamental like issues or plays, I guess, in the field, that's bad talent. That is lack of talent.
So then the Mets right now losing 7-8, that they have bad talent? Is that what the reason is?
They're not executing. Yeah.
So that's bad talent.
Yes. Like Nimmo's doing really bad. Like what are you talking about, dude?
That's all I'm saying.
Well, because I mean, you can bring it back to the Mets, whatever. All I'm trying to say is that if you have a roster that is constructed, that is the best roster will be, and then they're not winning games, I think that's a managerial problem then. Because then it's up to the manager to take that roster, to take that talent, and to show them how to execute and keep them in that mindset, dude.
It's more players. They should still Boone. It could be Bob Lemon. It could be Willie Randolph. They should have a better record right now.
Should hire Willie Randolph, maybe.
That's it. Okay. Roy White called into the fan today, by the way.
Who?
Roy White.
No
he used
way.
to be our third base. You remember him, right?
Yeah,
He played in the 70s.
Calls.
Yeah. No, it was a good call. It was.
Was he calling out the Yankees?
No, he was just saying about like, yeah, not really too much calling out, but just saying like, oh, he knows they could be better, this and that, like, you know, kind of basic stuff. But good to hear from him though. And then what else we got?
All right.
If
Jazz
George
emotional
was
player,
alive.
dude. That's what you want. And Boone said this. He says, which is kind of weird. I guess that Boone would say something like that. But he always things would be different if George was alive because he all plays accountable, just like he did with Reggie. I forget who was. I think Dave was talking about how like. I forget. It must have been Billy Martin, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Who was like benching Reggie Jackson, and it's like you like again, like that is something that's like. Oh, like you can say, oh, like he's a professional, Reggie Jackson. Like he should know. It doesn't matter. Like he's not playing well. Like he's not going to play. Like, I mean, I still think at the end of the day, it's up to the manager to put the best people in the field. I mean, I forget who said it. It may have been Pete Rose, I think. Doesn't matter though. But you know, it's been a common phrase in baseball that a manager does not win you games, lose you games. And when I see Boone bring in Devin Williams for a second where he just blew it and he blows it again, I mean. Talentless or not, that's a bad managerial decision.
Yeah, that's a bad move.
And that lost in the game.
I guess though, when I look at like the effect of the manager, I'm more talking about like offense. Basically, it's like hitting the ball.
Right.
Like it's like you know what I mean. Like you hit the ball, or you don't. Like,
right.
It's not because you got a pat on the ass after you had a sack fly. Like it has nothing to do with it.
That helps a little bit, I would think.
That's all I'm saying. But anyway,
slap ass.
So just wanted to talk about obviously great to get off the schneid yesterday.
Yes.
Salvage that last game in Texas 3-2. I thought Carlos Rodon pitched pretty. Obviously, get the length we're talking about. And I think the walks have been why his pitch count has been kind of high. Only threw 5 innings. I guess he threw 5+ in this one, but solid line overall. And he kept us in the game. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, but 3 strikeouts and no homers allowed. So 335, got the no decision in this one. And then the bullpen was lights out. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. And what do you know? You throw 4 scoreless innings and Devin Williams doesn't pitch. No correlation there, right? So, Mark Leiter, efficient inning in the 6th, only 8 pitches. Tim Hill, me and Matt were talking about it yesterday. The comfort level in any situation, it could be bases loaded, nobody out. When Tim Hill is in the game is unbelievable. How many ground balls he gets, 2.63 ERA, most appearances, I think, in the American League. He's been great. Good to get De Los Santos back. They had designated Brubaker for assignment. I think he's a guy who could be sneaky good.
This is a guy.
Yeah.
He had those 3 scoreless innings the last time he was up. He gets the 2 outs here. And then David Bednar, 42 pitches. Most pitches he's thrown in 3 years, to get a 5-out save, to strike out all 5 batters that he got outs on, to work around those 2 runners on, and work around, too, getting pinched on a strike 3 call that he should have had before that walk was issued there in the bottom of the 9th. So love Bednar as the closer. I was listening to some MLB Network radio the other day, and his former manager of the Pirates, Derek Shelton, couldn't say better things about it. You could just see he's into it. He's a gamer. So definitely way more comfortable with him as the closer. And then offensively in this one, still a struggle. I mean, you only scored 3 runs. You got 6 hits. But of course, really the difference in this one, the pinch hit home run, Goldschmidt in for Wells. What do you know? When Wells doesn't hit, we score runs. And it seems like Goldschmidt maybe found something this series. 2 homers. He had the career-long homerless streak. Narrowly missed a home run 2 nights ago as well. So it seems like he's kind of dialed it in. And I think, especially against left-handed pitching, he's great. So you hope to see more of that from him. And then, the only other scoring, Volpe off his former high school teammate there, Jack Leiter, with a single in the 4th. And then Jason Dominguez scoring on that overthrow by Kyle Higashioka. So, limited offense, but I think pitching, did the job. And, just in this series against Houston, you're going to need both. You're going to need solid offense, but you're going to need good pitching. And Cam Schlittler tomorrow, I mean, it's going to be a big spot there, going up against Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown's pitched like one of the best pitchers in the majors this year. So, you want Schlittler to really be competitive, keep you in the game, and I think he will, but I think it's going to be a challenge. And this is really a big test because, you lost some games. You went 1-5 against the Marlins and the Rangers, but can you rise to the occasion when the Astros are in town and the crowd is going to be into it, rowdy this weekend. So it's just a big series. And like I was telling you, Matt, yesterday, I feel really good about our bullpen, especially because I think, finally that was the nail in the coffin with Williams in high leverage situations. Dude. I think we can count on the other guys.
Yeah, for sure. Tony, because Barnes and I was talking about this last night. Do you think Williams is fucked from the Alonso home run, or do you think it's just like a this year thing? Because if he goes somewhere, because he's gonna go somewhere else obviously next year. Yeah. And if he's nasty again, then like it'll just be like one of those things where the guy couldn't play on the Yankees, But if he's not, dude, I think that Alonso home run really fucked him.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do think, that plays a role for sure.
Because he seems like he's like a, a fragile,
a broken man
kind of mind.
Yeah,
you know what
dude,
I mean?
for
like
sure.
That kind of like.
I mean that.
Like it shocked him so badly that that happened to him.
Yeah,
with,
no, I think that
Alonso.
certainly is a factor, and I think the combination too of moving to a market like New York. I mean, it's just it's different than Milwaukee. It just
I can't wait till he's not on the team anymore, dude. Honestly, I hate him.
I'd be interested to see what happens in his career, to be honest, because he was so lights out last year.
He was so lights out, but I don't know. Maybe people also kind of studied, what happened there with Alonso, and I just think, if you're a closer, high leverage situations. The changeup as your out pitch, you're not always going to throw it effectively.
The airbender, dude.
But you know what I mean? It's,
the airbender.
It speeds the bat up.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem, honestly, more than anything.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. But I mean, also I don't know, as a professional closer too.
The ass bender.
That's going to happen,
He has no mound presence.
Right? You got to figure out a way to get past this, no?
But you know what it is, too? Command. He doesn't have good command either. I think that's a big thing. He can't locate pitches really with the fastball. Because if his fastball was well located on the corners, I think he'd be a different pitcher. But he's wild. He's behind in counts.
He's nervous.
I think that plays a big part in it. Yeah.
If you look at a TikTok you made, Tony, like the comments of what Brian was saying, like they're like Tommy Kahnle throws a changeup 52 pitches in a row and people are still swinging, but it's like because he locates it in that bottom left corner every single time.
But don't you think, as good as he was for us in the playoffs, that finally like did him in though? You know what I mean?
No,
so
100%.
I think you can't be.
There needs to be a middle ground.
Yes, you can't be that changeup reliant. You just can't.
You can't be that change-up reliant.
That's right, dude.
What else did Danny say here?
Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. Hold on. Stand by. Bednar, big game. Yes, he should be the closer. He says. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's the case right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think sure other guys will get saves just on off days and stuff, but I think he's your preferred closer.
I mean, it'd be nice to be. I think the pecking order should be Weaver. Duvall and the Bednar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think really, like, you could say Weaver ahead of Duvall, but I think they want to employ him earlier in the game because he can get more than 3 outs.
Well, Donnie here has it laid down. He says Williams in the 8th.
Yeah, no.
Duvall in the 7th.
Williams
dude.
for the Savannah Bananas, Dan.
Yeah.
Donnie. Okay.
He says Volpe's coming around now as well. Is he? Is that?
We cannot take it's the 3 weeks after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
It has to last longer.
And since that home run barrage, I don't know, the last couple of games. I mean, I know they hit yesterday, but other than that, he really didn't do
barrage of
anything
home runs.
since
That's
the
right.
barrage of home runs.
Yeah. He also says Cashman, huge deadline, got controlled help. He says, which is good. He had a good deadline that you can't really argue that much.
That's the whole thing.
Didn't trade the top prospects. That was a big deal.
And these guys are under control. Dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not rental.
I mean, like,
so...
I feel like people were tight, but I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day,
No, it was a good deadline.
Given the market of the deadline too,
deadline.
I mean, it was a great deadline.
And I think the biggest thing is that the guys, I think he did it with the next couple of years in mind,
Right.
Which is solid.
clearly,
And,
dude. Yeah.
And the crazy part is, like, as bad as Jake Bird looked, like, they could totally, like, turn him around, whether it's in the minors this year or in the offseason next year, and he could be a really good pitcher because that sweeper does look pretty nasty. I think he just needs...
Yeah, that was ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah.
I've never seen... Like, that was insane.
Yeah, it just the fastball, I think he needs more spin on it and better location. But I think there's potential. Got him for 3 more years, so see what happens.
I mean, dude, when I was watching him, it was against Texas, right? Or no. Miami, I guess.
He pitched I think his best was against Miami on
Miami
the
had
Saturday.
that one inning.
I just remember I was just like watching and I was like,
yeah,
it looks like the ball is gonna hit the batter and then it just
right.
slices in there.
Yeah, it's just the
Sick.
fastball he's got to work on. That's what it is.
You went down to the minors. No,
Ernie
you can't do
says
that.
cut
Don't
Williams.
do that.
Cut Williams. Ernie says cut Williams.
I mean,
Cut him.
it would
Cut him.
Do it.
That would be a wild move.
They missed the bar. They
That'd be
should have
great.
traded him at the deadline for anything.
I mean,
I can't
That was
believe
like
that they didn't put him in the Duvall deal.
I
Like
know.
why? You know?
Well, I think it's because the Giants.
Nobody wanted him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
the
wanting
Giants right now, we're
prospects,
straight.
not a guy that is going
That
to be there
sucks.
just till the end of the year. You know what I mean? A team that's in playoff contention is going to need him.
Mr. Williams, why don't you come over here?
All right.
I just
dude,
want
all
to talk to you. That's all.
dude, have a donut, Brian.
No. No donuts.
Dude, I had 1.5.
Yeah, what'd you have? What kind of donut did you have?
I had one of the jelly ones, and then I
Nice,
had
dude.
half of the maple.
Was maple good?
Yeah, it actually was pretty
Yeah?
good. I was gonna have half.
Dude, maple is fire.
So good,
Strawberry.
dude.
Maple's a good one.
Go
I'm a
for it, dude.
strawberry guy.
I
don't know.
did the taste comparison with the chocolate glaze between the Dunkin' and then the donut in.
Yeah.
Donut in.
I
Yeah,
mean,
obviously.
come on, needless to say.
Yeah.
What about you, Dan? Because you had a piece of each, right?
Well, I had a glaze from the Dunkin' and I had a cinnamon
Classic.
from the donut. And
How was the cinnamon from? I never had.
It
the
was
cinnamon.
good.
It was good.
It was good.
I will say, I think the best cinnamon donut I ever had was from Donut Delight.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Dude, that croissant, dude.
Oh my
You think they have that
God, dude.
croissant? Just kind of want
Strawberry
Tony
cream
D.
juice, dude. Come on, dude.
And how
I want
about Michael saying, "Wow, Matt splurging, good job."
Yeah, dude, I know, right? I can't believe it.
And then also Ernie says that they should have
Jeez.
sent Williams for Devers. I mean, yeah, but come on. It's
Come
like
on.
what was the Giants GM or not the Giants, the Red Sox GM? What was he on the accidental Uber that night? I mean, that's not happening. Come on.
Come on.
Anyway, so that's where we're at. I mean, I think despite some disappointment, yesterday was huge. At least you live to see another day, but you just absolute minimum. And I know we all could see it not being a good series against Houston, but if you do take 2 out of 3, I think it does change your trajectory a lot. But you have to do it, and you have to be buttoned up. You can't make these stupid mistakes. That is going to do you in against a good team.
What are the odds, you think? Winning the series? Put a number on it.
It's 3-game set, right?
Yeah. 58.
All right, that's pretty good.
What would you say?
Like 58% that chance that they win the
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
55.
Dan?
I think it all comes down to how does Luis Heel look in his second start.
Put a number on it, Dan.
See, the issue is like this series could if they win it, if they look really good, I
Right.
could be back into it.
Right.
And so I'll say 45% chance they win the series.
45%.
But I think
chance.
the average and the theme here is it could go either way. I mean that's
Right.
basically
No, that
what
is the
we're all
theme here.
saying.
I'm trying to see here the Schlittler, Heel, and then Fried are your pitchers.
Well, at least 2. You get Heel against Gordon, who has not pitched well this year.
True.
So that gives you an advantage. And then Fried Valdez will be a pitcher's duel. Yeah, I mean, I think that the important game here is Schlittler Brown tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the big thing here.
It's an Apple TV game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, bro. Fuck.
That is bullshit, dude.
It's annoying, dude. I don't have Apple TV, man.
Who wants Apple TV?
Nobody.
I got Apple TV, but I won't be
Give me
watching the
your
game.
login.
No, I'm
Give
not
me
gonna
your
do it, dude.
fucking
No,
login,
no, dude.
It's fucked up, man.
But yeah, so you're gonna need solid offense, good pitching, but at least it'll be good to be back home as well.
Donnie says it. Yankees take 2 out of 3. He says Judge big series. That's what you need.
He said some other stuff up top too. We missed. I think just no. I guess it was Michael.
Michael Theophil here does have a nice heartwarming message. Danny, great job. One of our best interns may not be there today to see you up. I want to see you've been great. Tony, can you give him his gift on the show? I want to see his reaction. Yeah, I could do that, dude. So just everyone. Well, I mean, I guess just go about the show. I guess really go get it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, I guess I can test Renee. I think Renee's here.
I think she is here. I saw her walk by. I think.
Okay, cool.
But I do think like the players will be really into it for this series because it is Houston, the history there, and then also too I feel good like Judge has played a couple games, but it probably takes a couple to really hone in. So he could have a big series here.
Judge reawakens.
Yeah.
Against Houston too. I mean, it's kind of poetic justice.
Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest problem all year. I think that's why because like we haven't seen Judge go like nuclear the way he does tend to sometimes. And I think that's why they haven't found a consistent groove all year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he was kind of doing that at the beginning of the year, but maybe he hasn't since then. So I guess it has been a while. But I mean, recently they actually have played well against Houston. Like last year, I think they were 6-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because they won Easter. They swept Easter weekend, and they won the first 2 in Yankee Stadium. Yeah. And then I think they lost to Blanco, and there was like a game or 2 before he got suspended for the sticky stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic there, and especially too because I mean there's a stretch here where you could see yourself playing pretty well just because then it's 3 against Minnesota, who at home especially. I mean we always play well, and then you play St. Louis and Tampa. So I think there's an opportunity here. The schedule favors them. Down the stretch here. It's all about executing. So just got to do it at the end of the day.
That's right.
That's right, dude. Execution.
That's it.
Execute him. What?
Huh?
Nah,
dude, you can't do that.
Boys, I'm sorry. I have to bounce.
You're leaving right now, dude?
Yeah.
Let's go. Good stuff, dude.
Love you guys, man.
Love you, man.
Good stuff. Danny.
Dude, thanks for coming in, dude.
Dude, thanks for having me.
You're not gonna stay for the
gift, dude? Like the gift,
roses?
dude? Like you're not even gonna get the gift, dude? Like, are you kidding me?
Renee with the door?
Just what's the fucking half hour, dude? Get in here. Hey. Oh yeah, dude. Dan's got some sweet Sportsport merch, baby.
Swagged out.
And he's got the red shirt on, dude. The Sacred Heart color.
I was looking at the merch store the other day.
Oh, let's go, dude. Obviously, it doesn't really speak to how much of a help you were during the summer, dude. Really great job this summer, dude. You killed it. You really did kill it.
Yeah.
Matt came here specifically to see you off, dude. Yeah, dude. Barefoot Beaches. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. And then a couple more here. I don't know if we said this, but Donnie was saying the Judge has a big series. Ernie's saying stream it, Matt, be a degenerate like us. And then Donnie says Schlittler going to have a huge game. Ernie's saying the best part of the day, put Renee on Cam. And then Ernie's number one buddy, also known as Michael Butka, says Barnes, Kuminga doesn't want to be a Warrior, and I don't want to be part of the NBA, Michael. How about that?
Where do you think Kuminga's going? Come on.
He's gonna be a Warrior. No one else wants him. He would be with a different team by now.
Just Michael, the NBA sucks. All right, just get ready. Like you want to talk about stuff coming up. College football will be sick. I know he likes college football. I'm excited for that Arch Manning Texas Ohio State game. No, he's not gonna be a Laker. But anyway, so that's really where we're at. It was a must-needed win yesterday, but like Keith was saying last night in the Fan, it's no good, unless you follow it up with something. So that's why you need to win this Houston series. And then Michael says, looks great. I'm sure referring to the shirt. And then Michael Butka also says, NBA is coming up, Daddy Barnes, which he says, Michael, come on. That's not the nickname there. But also it's not really coming up because there's a couple months till it starts. Donnie says, let's go Yanks. And then Michael wants to know how it fits. And
it fits good.
Red was the way to go. Yeah.
It definitely looks great, dude. Yeah, it's awesome. I think we're kind of due, Brian, for some Sportsport merch, dude.
Yeah, I would say so. Overdue.
Speaking of overdue, we got Ernie calling in actually right now.
Yeah.
How long can you keep it up for? Can you keep it up for the whole entire time until it gets? No, it'd be too much, dude. It is too much. That would be outrageous. What's we got going on here? It is gonna be. Come on, dudes. Hold on, sorry, stand by. Oh, hey, we're
there.
In.
He is. What up, Ernie?
You.
No. We're done. That's it.
It could be maybe his. Is it his service? Maybe I don't know.
Wow, surprised.
Sometimes he's a little shoddy at work, dude. Yeah, let me see if I can hop off the booth. Let's see if that works.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
There
he is. What's up, Ernie?
What's going on?
What up?
So, our closer cut Williams to the bananas. I agree.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, do you agree with what I said? I think, taking Williams out of the equation, I think we have a pretty stout bullpen, no?
I mean, we have a stout bullpen. Williams is just, he's been so inconsistent and sketchy that at this point you kind of just want him to come in games that were up by 5.
No, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like, too, I think it's an ego thing. I think Boone is hesitant to do that. That's the best thing you could do for Devin Williams. Pitch him 5 times in a row when you're down 3 or 4 runs with an inning or 2 to go, and he's lights out every time. You're not going to tell me that that's not going to do wonders for his confidence?
I mean, it should. The problem is, though, is that I think what we said in the beginning of the season is to come into fruition with Williams. We said in the beginning of the year, we hope that he can continue doing what he was doing, but it's always going to be a question mark because when pitchers and closers and relievers come into play for the New York Yankees, it's either a great or a bust. It's never in the middle. It's you can either play in New York or you can't. And that's really that whole playing in New York. I don't necessarily put towards like regular everyday players. I put that towards like pitchers and relievers and closers, bro. Yeah, because the amount of expectation is a lot higher for a closer or reliever as opposed to it is a regular everyday player.
Yeah, no, you're allowed to make more mistakes as an everyday player. And exactly. I know it's been a very small sample size so far. Wasn't good in his first appearance. Bounced back the last 2, including yesterday. But to me, I feel like there's just a look with David Bednar that I feel like we can rely on him moving forward.
Yeah, he looks like he has like that ice in the veins kind of thing. Like, yeah, and we explained that first game. Could it be just tired? Could it be just a lot going on those last couple of days? Before he had to pitch, no real rhythm. Going from one team to the next, to then pitching in a high leverage game. Like, all right, he faltered a little bit, but then again, he came back that 8th inning and pitched a shutout inning. So it's like, all right, let's. I think we can hold our critique of Bednar, or criticism of Bednar for about, give him a couple more starts. He's looking okay. He looked fine. Looked good yesterday. Same thing with Duvall. Give him some time. Bird, I like what you said earlier that we have Bird for a good while. So, who knows if their pitchers, if our pitching coaches can kind of work with him or whatever, because that sweeper is deadly. And, maybe if he just has a better location on the fastball, it'll set the sweeper up a little better. But he's not bad. I mean, I think we should just fall off of Williams for now. Yeah. Concentrate on our new pickups. Make sure that they're positioned to succeed, and then go from there. I mean, maybe throw away Williams next year. Say it didn't work. Get something good for him. Who knows?
Yeah. No. Well, he's a free agent, so we're just gonna let him just go.
Yeah,
but which is fine.
Let him go.
Which is fine.
That's okay.
But yeah, I like the way we set up at ends of games. With Weaver in the 7th, Duvall in the 8th, and then Bednar in the 9th. Plus the fact that anytime Tim Hill comes in, I feel like he does the job. And I know it hasn't been that many games, but I do like too what I've seen out of Yuri De Los Santos. He could be kind of sneaky good.
Well, I feel like he's coming into his own and could possibly give us a Fernando Cruz run. It's just we have to. The problem is that it falls back on Boone. It falls back on Boone in the sense of not putting the right guys in the right moment and doing it consistently.
Right. Right. And I think, too, speaking of that, he claims, and I don't know if it was for dramatics, but that he was going to take Bednar out, put in Duvall. But I think that would have been the wrong move yesterday. I could see Duvall cratering. I mean, that's a tough spot. 2 on, they could walk it off. I think that would have maybe been the wrong move there, no?
No, absolutely would have been the wrong move. And this is the type of things that we talk about as Yankee fans that we want a competent coach in the sense of how do you sit there and say, yeah, I was thinking about, but why would that thought even come into your head?
Yeah.
He's Bednar's a closer.
Right. And I know the pitch count was getting up there, but it's still just throwing Duvall in the fire, he can get riled sometimes. It just didn't seem like the right idea. That's all.
Yeah, because granted, Duvall's a closer and Bednar's a closer, but you can't treat them like setup guys and mix and match them towards the end of the game. Like, you're either going to have Bednar be your closer and Duvall set him up and you maintain that rotation and that setup, or you call the K's on the Yankee season, because if you're not going to give us a bullpen that knows their job and knows what and when they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do, everybody in the bullpen is going to be just in the air. And it's like, how do you gain confidence? How do you gain a rhythm? How do you gain consistency? If this game you came into the 9th to close it, but the next game you're coming in at the 7th to hold the lead, and then Duvall gives up a run or Weaver gives up a run, and then you go ahead and put Williams in, and now everything that you just built in that confidence of that pitcher that he held us on and let us hold on to a nice lead and possibly give us a win goes through the fucking door. Now these relievers, they're shot in the foot the minute they go in. It's like, all right, I held them, but is the rest of the team gonna hold them?
Right. But I think they will kind of stick with that pecking order that I laid out, barring, the off days and stuff. But it will be interesting once Cruz and Loaisiga come back. I mean, there's just a lot of arms out there. So I feel really good about the bullpen, but it's just, I think I'm very interested to see, does the offense show up against Houston, especially 2 out of the 3 games you're facing some of the best pitchers in the league. What are you expecting to see against the Astros?
I want to say I'm expecting to see the Yankees come out and fight and, have a great series. It's a rival. It's, Correa's back over there. It's a different Houston team, but the same Houston team in 2017, if you get what I mean. So it's like I think the Yankees go in there with a little chip on their shoulder. They've been playing bad. They had a couple good games, but I'm with you on that 58, 57%.
Yeah.
Because it's like nothing of the Yankees of late have showed you that they can compete and beat a good Houston team, unfortunately. Like, as a Yankee fan, you can't even sit here and be like, yeah, we're going to sweep them. Houston's trash. No, you can't. You can't even say that right now. Even if we have a good game. We let up a fuck.
For me, too, it's not even so much a good team, but a good pitcher. Because I just feel like we look at the recent track records against really good pitchers. We saw what happened against Evaldi the other night. That's what I want to see be different. Because Brown and Valdez, lights out. Gordon's mediocre, whatever. But can you – and we also haven't, hammered an ace pitcher in a while. Do they have that in them? Maybe the crowd gets them more into it, being back at home against Houston. But I think that's just really something to watch for, what we do against those really good pitchers.
And our starting pitchers haven't necessarily held on much either.
They're going 5 innings every start too.
Yeah, so it's like, we need to be able to set our guys up. Like, it's an all around bad job all around. Just like the starters aren't doing what they're supposed to and giving us good length. Our bats are asleep. Boone doesn't know how to fucking rotate a bullpen. So it's just like it makes you feel like, all right, we're going to go to Houston. We're facing 2 good pitchers. If we don't put up 3 to 4 runs on the board before the 5th inning, it's skeptical.
Right. Right. No, exactly. Yeah, the momentum is very big, and I know we've let some leads slip away, but there is something to us kind of striking first or only being down for a little bit, being down by 1 run, like being buried early. That always does us in. So I think momentum's very important. But we'll see what happens, but cautiously optimistic just because I think we're due to have that type of season defining series. But if not now, when, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the whole point. I mean, if we're not going to do it now against Houston at home, I don't know when it happens. You know, you're running into a time frame where you got to get going. Like, this is no longer, oh, we're okay, it's still early, blah, blah, blah. You know, the break just happened. No. September's around the corner. October's around the corner. We really gotta get it going.
Yeah. So hopefully we do. We'll see. And it could, I was saying before, could kind of, give us some momentum. If we do take 2 out of 3, then we play Minnesota next at home. So, I mean, that should be a good series. So, there's an opportunity.
Favors us, right?
Yeah. No, there's really not too many tough matchups left. So
let's push for a wild card spot. Can't believe I'm saying that, but let's push for a wild card spot. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. I think outside side of the division, but you have to play completely different than you've been playing. And
you got to play to survive at this point. Don't worry about the division. Don't worry about just get in the playoffs, bro. Like get in the playoffs.
Yeah. And we were unfortunate. Blue Jays playing like we should have played against Colorado. I mean, would they score 90 runs against the Rockies? I mean, 20-1 yesterday.
Loved it.
63 hits during the series, most since 1900.
And you were asking why I took them every game, Tony. I mean, come on.
No, definitely, dude.
Yeah.
My fantasy loved it.
Austin and Aaron Nola pitched on the same day yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty cool.
Because
Fuck Aaron Nola, though.
Austin pitched in the 9th inning of that Rockies game.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting. Yeah, he's a catcher.
It's not like Nola, almost hit you guys yesterday. No, that was Gavin Williams. You say fuck him.
Yeah.
Hey, what? No, but still fuck Aaron Nola anyway. He's on my fantasy team, and he fucking blew it, dude. The injury he fucking sucks.
I dropped him. I had him, and I dropped him.
Yeah. But hey, Ernie, let's see what happens. All right. So hopefully we'll get the job done this weekend. But great call as always, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely, guys. Talk to you guys soon, and appreciate you taking my call. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
Have a good time, brother. Yep. All right, that's cute. That's so cute, dude. Never getting on again now. You're never getting in again, Ernie.
Was Donnie trying to call?
Hope you enjoyed your last call. Yeah, no, he's been trying to call, dude.
But he's anxious.
Yeah, dude.
It seems like.
It's funny because here he is, dude. I feel bad. I texted him. I was like, like call in right after, and then we'll see what happens.
Here he is, dude.
Here he is, Donnie.
I texted him. Call
hello?
right after, and then
he's probably.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. It's going well, dude. If you could mute our show on your end, because we're hearing the
okay,
the echo.
Sorry,
of course, no problem.
Sorry.
Give me the paper towels. Started bleeding.
Oh gosh, dude, Donnie, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the Sportsport. What do you want to talk about?
Good, gentlemen. How's it going today?
Good. What's going on, man?
Let's talk about the state of the Yankees, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, Tony's favorite subject.
That's the name of the show now, Yankee Port.
But I mean, I saw you, commenting some things. You're feeling like we're gonna have a big series coming up against Houston. But I mean, what do you think? Because obviously it's been a miserable stretch. You salvaged the game yesterday. But I mean, what is your mindset, moving forward here?
Move forward, sir and gentlemen. I think it's going to be a good series. I really do think it's going to be a good series, and I think that Judge is going to have a big series.
Yeah, I mean, we need him to, and you just hope the players are jacked up. Maybe the crowd, gets them a little more fired up. And it was interesting. I don't know if you were with us at the top, but I had called into Keith, McPherson last night. And he was saying that he thinks, when they go through these lulls, it's because the guys are kind of too laid back, country club atmosphere. I mean, what do you think about that? Do you think that the work ethic isn't where we need it to be, and that's why they've played, lackluster baseball the past couple of months?
So did they take out the ping pong tables out of the spring training rooms, right? So now I think now when Judge comes back and Judge's presence in that locker room, I think it's going to say a lot.
Yeah, so you're kind of just saying as he goes, they go. When he's on fire, it pumps everybody up, and they perform better?
100%, sir.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what we, really hope to see. And it is just the one test, like I was just talking about too, I'd like them to see is, don't you think this year really good pitchers, we've struggled against? So, I mean, I think that's everything right now is to hit well against Houston in this series. I mean, how do you feel about them, offensively? Because we saw what Evaldi just did to us the other night, but going up against Brown and Valdez.
Well, we saw what we did against Seattle and swept them too, sir. Best pitcher is supposed to be in the game of baseball, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely been inconsistent at times, and it's a shame too because I feel like depth-wise of the lineup, I mean, there's more than enough there. It seems like there's just been a lot of times where everybody's not clicking at the same time.
Well, I think we got a bigger, deeper bench than we've had in several years. I mean, Slater, I know, has a hamstring problem. But Rosario's huge off the bench. I mean, and then the call-up's coming soon. I mean, like I said, Spencer Jones is going to be called up probably pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess they haven't really said what they're going to do here. But are you expecting, because, Judge can't play the field right now, that they're going to go to Stanton for at least one game against the Astros and right?
I do believe that they will go Stanton for one game.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that combination, and Stanton appears to be dialed in right now. But if Stanton and Judge, that's really what you need. It just gives you such a boost.
Well, Judge is on the throwing program right now, so I think he could come back like 2-3 days and be in the field more, and then Stanton be back to DH. That's just my opinion.
I hope it's that soon. Because, I mean, that just makes their lineup so much deeper. And what do you think about I've been calling for this for a while. I know you kind of commented on it, but because he's got some work to do defensively, but making Rice the starting catcher. Because I feel like Austin Wells at the plate, I mean, it's like just a waste of space almost.
Well, yeah, because I think Rice would be good. I mean, like I said, the ABS system is coming next year, correct?
That I don't have they confirmed that? I don't. I know
I feel like they did.
Okay,
I think they did too.
I think they
I'll double
did.
check.
Yeah. So that would help us for sure. Framing doesn't come into the equation at that point.
So that's what I'm saying with Rice. He doesn't need the framing technique as say a Wells, Escara.
Yeah. No, that's true. So that's something I'd like to see, and I think. Right now, as much as I would love to replace Volpe, I don't think we have an alternative right now. So I think we're going to have to ride it out with them. And if hopefully the fielding gets better. If it doesn't, we can always experiment with Caballero coming in for defense late in the game. So that'll be something to watch for. Now, where are you from, Donnie?
Well, sorry, sir. Don't forget, though, Volpe is a Gold Glover.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not anymore, though. Not anymore. But I was just curious, though. Where do you hail from?
I hail from Vermont, sir.
Vermont. Okay. I definitely
Nice,
got the first
dude.
caller from Vermont. That's
I
for
would
sure.
say so. Big Woodstock guy.
Now, were you
I only have the Yankees or Red Sox. I'm not going to choose the Red Sox, so I'm going to choose definitely the Yankees. Growing up.
And so you grew up in Vermont, or did you used to live somewhere else?
No, I grew up in Vermont.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people up that way, I would imagine, probably are Red Sox fans, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but not up in here.
No, I grew up with my dad. My dad was a diehard Yankee fan of the old times, and I used to remember going to bed at night watching, Don Mattingly and all them guys play.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, it's been rough, but hopefully, this is our opportunity here to change the course. And I really do think, I mean, the guys are there. If we can just get in the playoffs, you never know what could happen. So hopefully, they're
we all know that, right? Sorry to interrupt you, sir, but we all know that, right? And when you get a wild card position, it's all like a shoot up to the top of the ladder, right?
Yeah, but I do think it would be important if we're not going to win the division to get the top wild card spot, because otherwise, we would have to play 3 games in Houston. And not to say that we can't win those games, but I think that's a situation we want to avoid.
Right. But we got a healthy maybe Hill coming, like going to be stronger with his innings right now pitching. You know what I mean? So we got Hill and we got Rodon and we got Fried. These are good number 3s, though.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how Hill pitches on Saturday. So yeah, I mean, big.
I like
series.
Warren. I really like Warren, though, sir. I like Warren too.
I do like Warren, but I just wonder, are we going to see some improvement consistency wise, or is it going to get to a point where he's better served in the bullpen? Because he's had some good games this year. He's got good strikeout numbers, but I mean, if he's going to pitch to a 4-5, then I think he's more valuable as a reliever, because I think you could.
So long where like Michael King was, sir, right?
Exactly. Yep. So that'll be interesting. But so what's your final prediction here for this series? You think 2 out of 3?
2 out of 3, sir.
Yeah.
And Judge has a big series, and I think Slater's going to have a big game.
Yeah. Let's hope, because we need it in the worst way. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But definitely call us back anytime. Good to have you part of the show.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a salute to everybody there on Downtime's TV, and have a good day.
All right, you too, man.
Thanks, Donnie. You too.
Great call there.
Donnie from
too.
Vermont. Dude. Yeah, there we go. That's what we like to see.
You've got Cedar Hill, Texas. You got Vermont, and I think it wasn't another part of Texas. That guy that called a couple weeks ago.
Was it Austin?
Might have been Austin.
May have been Austin.
So
that guy.
Yeah,
that guy,
kid.
dude.
Yeah. But anyway, so I mean, that's where we're at. Off day today, so rest up. Bullpen will be ready to go. I mean, I know it's been all Yankees is Tony's tight.
Yeah, no, we gotta wrap it up here. We gotta get going.
But anything you want? I mean, no hit to the 9th, the Soto home run, loafing. I mean, anything else you take away from yesterday?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Mendoza gave a real boon answer yesterday when he was asked about the struggles to play. He said something like, "Oh, come around in front of us," something like that, dude. What really bothered me was Soto's interview, to be honest, dude. I mean, it is what it is. You get no hit into the night. There's
nothing good.
There's nothing good there, dude. You get one hit. Soto.
What did he say though?
Run. I'm trying to think exactly the way the question was worded. You couldn't really hear it great in the video, but it was something to the effect of why are you guys struggling at the plate so much? Yeah. And he said, I don't know. I don't know. And he said that he's just confident that the bats will come around and that there is enough talent on this team to be competitive, to win the division, playoffs, yada yada. But he said, I don't know, which is how do you not know? It's I mean, at that point, it's obvious. I don't know. I mean, obviously you do know. You're just not saying why, I guess, for whatever reason. But I mean, it is what it is at that point. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it happens. I think a lot of players do that to the media anyway, but it is rather annoying because I mean, there is a reason why you guys aren't hitting well enough.
But is it to a point with Soto kind of where to kind of describe it where you're kind of but Lindor Dave, with Soto or no?
No, I don't know. I don't think yet right now. I mean, the whole team is struggling.
Yeah.
I'm not even focused on Soto, how he's doing this season right now. I just want the Mets to be winning games.
But is there any part of you, because Keith was kind of speaking this last night, where it's the numbers will be there. Maybe not the batting average. I think the batting average will probably end up being disappointing.
Yeah, it will be.
But, he'll hit 35, 40 home runs. But, is there just a part of you that, I don't know, just feels like he's not, dialed in, in terms of, team camaraderie and winning? Does that concern you at all or no?
I mean, team camaraderie is hard to speak to, I guess, because you're not. I'm not in the clubhouse. Yeah. I'm not in the dugout, but I don't know, man. I'm not gonna sit here and question this guy's work ethic or mentality when it comes to winning. I mean, He's a professional ball player. He is one of the better players in the league.
Yeah.
He wants to win. I mean, that's what he's after. That's what the Mets are after. So I don't think it's that, he doesn't want to win. That's why he's not doing well. He doesn't care enough to win. That's why he's not doing well. It's going to be the same deal when he was, in the dog days for himself early in the season when the Mets were having the dog days in June. Obviously, there's more dog days here. So he's just, you see it in his body language. Like, he is upset, I think, about losing. Yeah. And that's what it is at the end of the day. If he's doing well and or they are winning, like, it's a different attitude.
He just is, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the right word, but just like a peculiar person. I feel like he has a weird personality, especially when things aren't going right.
Yeah, no, I agree too. And I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I think he feels uncomfortable, as I think many people would, with the amount of spotlight and pressure that's on him. And it's been like that all season. I mean, he really, it feels like for Soto, he really hasn't had a break where he's just not been talked about or has been looked at as being a good player, honestly, like consistently, I mean, there was obviously, the stint that he went through while the Mets were kind of going through a little bit in June and some of July, but it's like, he really hasn't been stopped, he hasn't been outside the microscope at all this season. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that's what plays a lot into it. And again, I will stand by that. I mean, I feel like this is like no other player has been in a situation. Like, obviously the contract, most in the history, that's never happened before. A type of deal, a player like him going from the Mets to the Yankees, I can't think of any time happening ever. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of this is new to him, and obviously he's still trying to figure it out as they go along. But like many people say, like we've said before, with many different instances or circumstances for teams around the MLB. Like, if your team is winning, like everything else is going to fall into place. Exactly, dude. So that's what the Mets need right now. They need to start winning, and hopefully they can use this off day to fucking figure it out, dude.
Would you say your confidence, kind of like what we were saying with this Houston series, like, is that how you feel about, like, the Mets winning this series in Milwaukee or no?
Yeah, dude. I mean,
50-50?
I was less than that, honestly.
Well, give a percentage.
37.
Wow. Okay.
Because it's like, I don't know. Milwaukee has the best record in the league right now.
The last 60 games, I think they're 46-14.
Yeah,
something like
insane. They're the only team at 70 wins.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what the fuck?
But also, it's like I haven't been paying attention other than like the box scores. But how did they get to this point when they looked like the worst team in the league opening series against us?
They had starters come back. That was part of it.
And Nestor not pitch.
Yeah, Nestor wasn't pitching. Jacob Mizorowski came up and was a phenom.
Oh my God, that's right, dude. He is a phenom.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, it's been quite the turnaround though.
Yeah, I think
Mike Bukta.
Jump scare.
We gotta go. Okay, like you got fucking 30 seconds, Michael. If you say anything bad about the Mets, I'm hanging up. What do you got?
What's up, Michael?
All right,
Short and sweet. What do we got?
Imagine if Jonathan Kuminga actually Laker.
I just feel like he's not. There's no cap space for him.
No cap space.
You gotta have the cap space.
Not gonna happen, dude. Where are you finding it?
I mean, listen. Just imagine if we actually waive Jackson Hayes, then we sign a Kuminga.
Yeah.
Jackson Hayes is a bad person.
But it's just, Michael, it's a pipe
dream.
I
don't like Hayes.
It's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. I would stop worrying about Kuminga, stop worrying about the NBA, and worry about taking 2 out of 3.
Barnes.
Against those Astros.
Hey.
That's what you got to do.
Hey, Barnes, listen. I am a basketball alcoholic, okay? I am a basketball guy, okay?
Basketball alcoholic.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, unfortunately, Michael, it's not part of the agenda right now with the basketball.
Michael, thank you so much for your call. Yeah. We got to get going, bud. Have a great weekend, dude.
Yes.
And let's go look at Dodgers. Dude. Yeah, baby. Let's go Mets.
Let's go Yankees.
Got him. Nope, hung up before he said that.
But yeah, I guess that was really all I was gonna say. But I guess what do we do here? Split the Sixes, 4 games, right? 2-2.
I guess it's the only option, right? That's really the only option.
Did you end up?
Yeah, I did just do it. You went 4. I went 4-2. You went 5-1.
Yep.
You have a 3-game lead.
So what's the records?
I am 13-11. You're 16-8.
Okay, love it. Let's keep it going. And Donnie says, hits those likes and subscribes. We love it.
DTV man right there, baby.
DTV man. But let's do another edition, a 4-pack MLB pick segment. Hirsch Law Firm, short schedule, Thursday afternoon games. And speaking of an afternoon game, we have the matchup between the Mariners and the White Sox. 4:10 from T-Mobile Park, 1:10 local. Logan Gilbert, Shane Smith, who pitched well beginning of the season, has tapered since. But to me, this seems like an easy victory for Seattle. I think Logan Gilbert will dominate the Chicago lineup. I know I had the under yesterday. It went over, but I think it is going to go under today. I think Gilbert, 7 scoreless, 12 strikeouts, in a sweep of the Chicago White Sox. I think the Mariners win 5-0. Cal Raleigh, 4th inning grand slam. Mariners in the under.
All right, let's go now. My first game. Let's keep it quick, keep it simple here. Let's go to Washington. Why not, dude? Nationals, Athletics, game 2. The Nationals won yesterday 2-1. I say the A's, they win game 3. They win this rubber game here to win the series here. Obviously, you look back to game 1, 16-7 victory by the A's. I forget who had a three home run game. Was it Langle? No. I forget who it was. Soderstrom?
Kurtz had one.
No. That was way back in the day.
Houston.
Not back in the day.
It was Langoliers that just had one.
Langoliers just had one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought so. I say he has another dinger tonight, dude. Brent Rooker, another dinger for him. 24 home runs in the season. Will be leading the team. And he has 4 ribbies in the year to give him 70 ribbies. He's probably going to have 100 RBIs from back-to-back seasons after this year for Brent Rooker. I like him. Give me the A's. Give me the over. Let's freaking go, Brian.
All right. So for the second game and the last game, kind of weird saying that.
Kind of weird.
I am going to go with the Pirates. It's Paul Skeens Day in Pittsburgh, 49-66, 32-27 at home. Brady Singer's pitched great recently, 9-8, 4.36. Reds are 60-55. But I just think Skeens, vintage Sandy Koufax. How about this? Complete game shutout. O'Neal Cruz, 3rd inning, 2-run homer. Only offense of the game. 2-0 Pirates. Pirates in the under.
All right, dude. Last game here. Second game, last game. Kind of weird to say that. Let's go to Atlanta, dude. Truist Park, whatever, dude. It's Cookie Carrasco Day in Truist Park, which means it's going to be a win for the opposing team. Miami Marlins, Yuri Perez, dude. 4-3, 2.70 ERA. I say it's his 5th win of the season. Carrasco popped. Doesn't matter. Kyle Stowers gets his 26th homer of the year. Pushes the Marlins to victory here. Over-under 8.5. Man, I feel like Marlins win, I don't know, I'll say like 7-5. So Marlins over. Let's go. Book it. Bang.
Just like that, MLB 4-pack pick segment. Hirsch Law Firm, kind of a light day, off day. And Donnie saying
he
Miami
agrees.
wins.
Miami wins.
And the grid.
The grid, dude. Immaculate grid. Bang, and then pull it, and then share it, and then hit the... Like, that's totally fine, dude. Take it, share it, sweet. And let's bring it back. The music, dude. Back.
And middle, Tony. A favorite of mine on these grids. Morgan Ensberg.
Morgan. That's a favorite of yours on these?
Yeah, because no one thinks of him. You probably don't even know who he is.
I was going to say, I feel like I haven't really heard you say his name very often.
You don't know who he is, dude.
I do not know much about him at all, dude, other than he played for the Red Sox, for the Houston Astros, and had a 100 RBI season.
There you go.
It's actually kind of funny. I mean, I was just saying Brent Rooker, 100 RBI season this year, back-to-back. Do you think he's a lot for the A's, 100 RBIs?
I'm trying to think. No, I go with him. Yeah,
right? I mean, I don't really have anyone else, honestly, off the top of my head. As we breeze through this one, 2%. All right, dude.
There we go. I have a good one.
For
Houston, Arizona, Tyler Clippard, another favorite of mine.
All right, fine.
Who are you going to say?
Guillorme.
but Clippard lower.
You think so?
Yeah.
0.5.
You're not getting much lower.
Yeah, you're probably not.
than
You're
that.
right. We can do a this is a favorite of mine on the grid. Diekman for A's D-backs.
Do it.
I fucking will. Jake Diekman. Not gonna get much lower than that.
So I'm thinking for Houston, Pettit's the best way to go because I would think Nolan Ryan high, Justin Verlander high, Roger Clemens high, right?
What about Kurt Schilling?
Pitch for Houston?
He did 1 year, Houston.
Then go Kurt Schilling.
Oh, spelled it wrong.
He's not a shill.
He's not a shill. He's a shilling.
2. There you go.
There we
that's
go,
that's
baby.
A nice one. Bartolo Colon, 200 wins A's. Go.
Bang.
8%.
Not bad.
But the Pirates, they're going to screw us over.
Tommy Pham.
Yes. Yep.
Marte.
Pham.
Pham for D-backs.
Yes.
Okay. Tommy Pham. Ooh, wow, 10%.
What are you going to do? 100 RBIs.
I don't think Marte had 100 RBIs. I think we've gotten
Bonds?
burned on McCutchen before. Probably Bonds.
Bonilla?
Bobby Bonilla.
Did he have 100?
100 ribbies. I don't know for sure.
I don't know who was batting before. I don't know. It was between Bonds and Bonilla. Who was batting before the other one is the question.
I just feel like, Bonds definitely has it. It just a matter of how high it is, Or Willie Stargell.
Stargell?
Or Roberto Clemente, any of those guys.
I feel like Clemente would be like
Stargell.
the
Go
highest,
Stargell.
right? Willie Stargell. Bang.
Ooh.
Fa, dude.
And then the 200 wins. Right? I can't even like.
Pitcher.
I have no idea.
Pirates, 200 wins, dude.
Like this is almost like we need Ernie's help.
Donnie?
I don't know. Like, did they have when they went to the World Series or won the World Series? I don't remember who their pitchers were.
Who? Does anyone have like a pit stop there? I don't know, dude.
Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole pitched for them, but yeah.
I put in Bobby Bonilla. Bobby Bonilla was 5%.
5%.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what Luis Guillorme was.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who's
pitcher.
They trade so many people.
Burnett didn't have 200. Tyone didn't have 200. It really feels like an Ernie.
Guillorme was 0.2, by the way. That's right.
Lies.
I'll
show you.
You want me to show you? I'll show it, dude.
I think Ernie.
Yeah, dude, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got
Get him on
like,
the dial. He'll answer.
Verlander. Pittsburgh, 200 wins?
Verlander? It's crazy because this is strictly back in the day. This is whoever this is.
I just typed in Verlander in my fucking contacts like an idiot.
You, real quick.
Pirates, 200 wins.
Who do we got?
Pirates, what do you got, dude?
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. You guys are like firing at me. All right.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
All right. You said Pirates, 300 wins?
200.
That's not
200.
AJ Burnett? 200 wins. That's not AJ Burnett?
He didn't have 200.
He didn't have 200. Damn. Pirates, 200 wins. 200, correct?
That's correct.
Fuck. Pirates, 200 wins.
Gotta commit this
That's
one to
not,
memory.
That's not him. Wow, that's the part. Because Burnett had 200. Didn't he have 200 wins?
164.
Wow. All right.
I'm thinking it has to be somebody from the World Series teams with like Barry Bonds, but I don't know who.
No, the problem is that I don't think the Pirates have a lot of 200 win pitchers. I mean, all right, look, I'm gonna throw one out there, but you like don't question it and put it in Wilbur Cooper.
All right, go Wilbert.
Wilbur, WILBUR.
Wilbur, like in fucking
1912,
Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, 9%. What a tough category. 53.
That's bullshit, dude.
Is Willie Stargell at 19%.
14 people, 9%, dude.
Cy Young.
14 people. Okay.
Gaylord Perry.
No. Wait, hold on.
No, this isn't the right thing. No. Yeah,
because they don't bring. You got to figure out who's on Pittsburgh. Here we go. Pud Galvin.
Yeah, no. It's basically no one we've ever heard of.
11 people, it says.
That's
in
a
history.
crazy thing to put on the grid.
Yeah, how dare they?
But
11, only 11 people.
Bert Blyleven.
Yeah.
He played for Pittsburgh.
I didn't.
No, he only 287 wins though. It says.
Huh? No. I'm saying I don't remember him pitching for Pittsburgh. But
no, he had 200 wins. That's right, dude. Yeah.
Hey, Ernie. Thanks for the
Thanks,
assist.
dude. Yeah, you're the fucking man, dude.
Nah, man. Listen, man. Thanks, MLB the show, brother.
That's mad funny.
Yeah, good stuff, Ernie.
Yeah, dude. Good job.
Thanks again.
All right, dude.
No doubt. You guys have a good night, man.
All right,
you too, dude. Peace out.
So
Ernie, what's up?
I mean, that's really where we're at. Other than that, it's a Terrificon for the weekend. Terrificon show tomorrow.
Terrificon show tomorrow, dude. That's right. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 p.m.
There
baby.
you go.
Prime.
And so, what are
time.
you guys are staying over there like the next 3 nights?
No. So today is just setup day.
Setup.
So we're driving, setting up, coming back. Friday, Saturday night we're staying.
There you go.
Yeah, hell yeah,
there
brother.
you go.
It's gonna be sick, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really where we're at.
Partying.
But looking
Pepe's.
forward to seeing that one tomorrow. And have to, I know we already talked about this, but Dan, great job again. Great having you here. Time flew by.
Yes, it really did. Thank you.
And,
You're welcome, dude.
It's been great.
Thank you.
Hopefully now is the start of a run for the Yankees, and all this bad stuff we talked about the last couple of months is going to go to the wayside.
He's trying to say you're a bad luck charm. That's what he's trying to say.
No.
Yeah.
Not what I'm saying. But we'll see. But yeah, it's definitely been great. And then shout out Donnie. He's talking about saluting us. So
hell yeah.
We appreciate that. We appreciate all of you for tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives YouTube page, Tony Michael Renee and Jay in Costume, the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.